Hey, I'm Krista Wax. You are listening to MSP Sound on KFAI, and I am so excited. I have the one and only Tabah joining me via Zoom. Oh, I love a little shimmy there. Exactly. You knew where I was going with that. Hello.
Thank you for having us.
So excited to be a part of this.
Absolutely. So happy to have you. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to have you here. I don't even know what I'm saying. That's always a great way to start. But let's take a second, and why don't you each introduce yourselves and kind of what you do within the band?
Well, I'm Jeff Lay, and I play guitar and write some songs.
Yep. And I'm Cecilia Erholtz, and I write songs and play guitar as well, and sing. Pretty basic, pretty basic stuff. But yeah, we write songs together in Tabah and play guitar as well. Okay, we've covered all the bases.
You got it. You got it. Yes, that's awesome. Well, I'm so happy to have you in the band. I'm so happy to have you here tonight. I am stumbling over my words. I'm having an awesome time. It means I'm very excited about the guests. We have you here because there's some brand new music that's just been released, a couple singles.
Yes. Singles, yes, they're coming, and we have more. Two singles out live in space. One being Big Parade, which I believe we were able to send over to you.
Yes.
And the second was Nobody's Listening. And if I may, I just want to make sure that this is on. Okay, Do Not Disturb. We're back. Sorry to do that. I would hate if something disturbed this conversation. Okay. Oh, that's a weirdo talking about our singles. So yeah, we have two singles. I was like thinking, what if something like, I don't know. Anyways, yes, two singles. Do you want to say anything about them? Anything you'd like to share?
Well, they were a long time coming. We hadn't released music in around 4 years, so it was very exciting for us to finally put some new sounds out into the ether.
I'm sure. Had these been put together, did you write them pre-COVID or was this done during COVID?
This was pre-COVID. These were songs that were probably being composed or written or felt around 2017, 2018, when Symmetry Somewhere was out in the world. And we've patiently been, working through stepping stones and funding of trying to record. We were able to record at Pachyderm, which was a really wonderful experience overall. So yeah, we kind of lost my little train here, but to reel it back, it's been a long time coming, and to get two songs out there has been a wonderful launch back out there, if you will. And we recorded these in 2019 with the intention to release and tour 2020, like so many. So just kind of obviously put it on the back burner and focused on what mattered, and just everyone was coming together and also being isolated all at the same time. So anyways, writing was not put on the back burner, but just releasing music was put on the back burner for so many years due to the fact that we were trying to record this EP, if you will, of music that we have, in which we are releasing as singles due to the pandemic. I'll keep looking at you just to include you. Maybe I should sit more like this. Okay.
Well, I can't imagine how tough it's been being a musician during this time, during the pandemic, and just, having this new music. You want to share it, and that, just kind of holding on to it and just waiting.
I think being comfortable with timing of like when what's your intention and what's your focus at the time. Our focus has been funding and completing songs from our recording sessions in 2019. And so we had done so in February of 2020. We had gotten our mixes done, and then pretty much just kind of slowed things down on purpose, for a lot of reasons. And so stepping back into the thought process of, is this necessary to share right now, and are we ready? And yeah, I think we are. And I think hopefully sharing, there's so many ways you can share. I've been thinking about this lately. There's a lot of ways you can share, and that's something we can all do. So this is a way that we feel most passionately about sharing, and it's through these songs. So
yeah. I don't know that I have anything to add to that, really.
I'm doing this. You can't see my hands, but I'm giving him little hands, like hang up the door in case you want to say anything. You don't. Of course, you don't have to. I'm okay to just say something right now, but of course, I would love to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, I mean, the short answer was that we had it recorded prior to the pandemic, and we're set to release it sort of in the springtime. And obviously, everything came to a screeching halt. So we just sort of try to be patient and wait for a time that seemed like, seemed okay to try to draw attention to ourselves, I guess.
Is that how you see it?
Well, I don't know.
That's mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you said drawing attention to ourselves. I say sharing. It's so funny how we can, I guess, view it in different lights. But yeah, you're right. That is a part of it as well. Tuning into Tabah. Hello, out in the space systems. All of you satellites, please please tune in.
Yeah, it seems a lot of, musicians during this time, like everyone's kind of has done everything differently. Obviously, the same thing is we're not able to perform in person. Some people have started live streams. Some have written, produced, recorded, and put out an album during this time, which is incredible. Some people have done in very short periods of time, but there are a few. I feel like some of the newer music that has been coming out lately and in the past month have been similar to your situation, where it's, we recorded it, we're not ready to release it, and we just want to wait for the right time. You know what? There's always a right time. And I think this is the right time. I think it was a great time. Anytime. I love getting new music anytime. That's the thing that's been helping me get through. So I couldn't have been more ecstatic to hear that you two had new music to share, and it probably screamed a little, as we talked about before.
Thank you. I'm excited to hear that.
Absolutely.
I'm excited to share the new stuff even as well. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, of course. And so with this new, I feel, it's just y'all are hitting us with this awesome stuff, this new music that's being sprinkled out. And then on top of it, there is an in-person show coming up on June 10th with Kiss the Tiger, part of their residency at Icehouse. Oh my gosh, tell me more about this set. Tell me about how you're feeling about performing again in person with people.
Yeah. I'll give you a little nudge first if you want.
Yeah, honestly, I'm nervous. I realized just a couple days ago that I was gonna have to get back up on stage and play my guitar in front of people. I was like, oh man, I used to get nervous when we were playing shows all the time, and now we haven't played a show for a year. So I'm already, anxiously awaiting sort of stepping back into that mindset. But I'm more excited than anything because it's just been such a long time and such a sort of a daunting year. So I think we're both really excited to just share some of these new songs and hopefully see some friends we haven't seen, and also enjoy Kiss the Tiger's set as well. And hear some live music for the first time, because we haven't been to a show either. So it's gonna be a good night, I think.
To follow up to what you've said, I think there is the pressure of what it will be like returning to performance, or maybe live listeners, human beings, all of that intersecting and being live, and having to, I think people always expect what they know of you. So having that as well, you have that pressure of the past as well as the pressure of any sort of athlete or performance. Just, can I perform? Will I live up to the performance? But not bringing fear into it, just going in and hopefully connecting, like looking people in the eyes, saying hello, and doing what you love. I mean, this is what we spend our lives willing, attempting to create visions and spaces unknown to us that all of a sudden become so real. And it's really fantastic. So to be able to share that with people, I can't wait. But I also, I feel the pressure, and I definitely am like, well, it's coming up, but in a good way, and in an exciting way, to see a residency like Kiss the Tiger, a killer lineup, beautiful lineup. Sometimes the word killer can be so vicious. Sorry, I say it like in a 70s way. Okay, so it's going to be a fun time. It's going to be a great month. I'm excited for the Icehouse. I'll be curious to see how they curate the event, and just try and create a safe space for people, and also a space that will have live energy and music, and just, hopefully bring back those senses to people that have been what I feel like is a part of a screen culture at this time, mostly. How many of us have been to an actual live show? I watch, live music on a screen right now, because it's got to exist somewhere, and I listen to it, as we hope to do. So to bring that to our community is going to be a real treat, a gift. I'm really looking forward to sharing these new songs. Again, we're going to have a flute and a saxophone, human. So one human plays the saxophone and flute separate times, and then another human plays the trumpet. They're our dear friends, and we're looking forward to featuring them as a kind of a softer evening, maybe atypical from what our full event might be. Our full lineup, the drums, bass, keys, 2 guitars, we like to go big, but we've been learning to strip down or soften up, and that's been our roots as well in songwriting. We usually just write the pair of us, so it's been really nice to grow confidently in that through having to. So I'm excited to share that with you all, and I appreciate your excitement, and hopefully we all can just relax and have some fun, have a really good time listening to music. And I'm really excited, like Jeff had mentioned, to sit out and listen to Kiss the Tiger and just experience that again, as well as to play. So thank you for asking, thank you for highlighting it, and thanks for having us again, just sharing on a whole nother overall note.
No problem. I'm excited. It's fun. I feel I keep struggling with how to talk about live shows, because I say this all the time, but I used to be just like a walking live music calendar. I'd be like, okay, Wednesday, these people are playing Thursday, I'm going to go to this show, and Friday, and I have it all like mapped out in my head. And now I keep forgetting about the live streams, or like I just have no idea how to talk about music and how to promote it. So I'm so happy that we can have me, myself, and I can have you two on to talk about not only new music, but also just a show as well. Is just so exciting. And anyone I've been talking to who is having shows coming up, just has that same excitement, and it's just really, it's fun. It's great that I hope I don't just jinx us, that we're on the other side of this. Like, we're vaccinated. Some of the masks it's getting a little looser, and live music is returning. Like, venues have had time to think about how they want to have live music this summer. And I think, Icehouse seems like they've been doing it at Hook and Ladder, and many others.
It's 331, Hook and Ladder, Icehouse. I mean, I'll be curious. There's so many amazing clubs and venues in the Twin Cities. I would love to see them all thrive and find ways. And hopefully they've sustained. But like you've said, I feel like we also personally have struggled a little bit to keep in touch. Well, I should say quite a bit actually, to keep in touch with live streams. I struggle with the screen culture a bit more than, of course, a lot more than the 3D or the, in person. But we have witnessed a few great live streams through Bandcamp and other platforms that have done Noon Chorus. There's some really cool type platforms that have put them on. But again, really excited to see physical shows safely come back. And yes, people get vaccinated. People hopefully can figure out how to mask or, I don't know, 6 feet. 6 feet is going to be a real thing for the rest of our lives. Like 6 feet. Just keep 6 feet. Oh, that's good.
Absolutely.
Makes me laugh. Okay.
I love it. Yes. I know I'm very interested to see how Icehouse is doing that. I know they've been putting on shows like last fall, but I just didn't really make it anywhere.
Yeah.
Either. Yeah. We
actually we did not play last fall. We were asked, and we just felt like it wasn't the time. You talked about timing. It just wasn't the time for us at that time. And I guess we are vaccinated if we're getting personal. So, and yeah, we are. It is personal. We're all kind of all in this together. So yeah, we're vaccinated and hoping to be able to, I don't know, like, who knows? Just go play some shows somewhere. I'll go stand outside and comfortably 6 feet play shows. But yeah, it's going to be amazing. I mean, even the dream of touring and just who knows? I mean, all of it. Slowly and surely, we got hopefully time and patience to wade through, the summer. Wade through the summer.
I know. It's a very exciting time. Yes. We'll get personal. I'm also vaccinated. I'm ready. I'm kind of, it's like, I'm ready to party. Let's go. Come on.
I hear you. I'm with you on that. I can't believe it. Actually, we're ready. We've had very little social interaction, like so little. I'm laughing like I've been living alone, which I mean, whatever. What I mean is we share this space. So, but yeah, live alone, die together. Is that the saying? Okay. Okay. That's from Lost, but it's not from Lost. It's from something else. Okay, I had to say that. That's good.
You're so funny. I love it. But yeah, something like that. But yeah, I've been limited with my social interactions as well. So a lot of them are through the screen here. So it's how I don't know. How am I going to be in person? We'll see. Sometimes I struggle with the video.
Yes, this is clearly my first interview since all of COVID. So just on that obvious note. But yeah, I mean, social interaction. I mean, it can already be anxiety prone depending on your state of mind or where you're at that day or in that hour, so dealing with it on a screen, I don't know. I like to feel energy. I feel like I'm still trying to figure that out through a screen. Like, it's just, maybe it's just my own energy reflecting into this little black mirror. Okay. I love going far out. Krista, one time we'll go far out. We'll talk about space and dimensions sometime.
I can't wait. That sounds like a lot of fun.
At a live show somewhere. Yeah.
Yes.
Is there any venue that's maybe like your classic Die Hard for you? Die Hard, once again, just a Die Hard venue. Is there for you?
I love Icehouse. I do love Hook and Ladder. So I do love, I keep
Mm.
saying, I do. I love everything. So I'm very happy that they've been, you know, doing what they're doing. I'm excited
Yes.
to get to Hook and Ladder and see one of their shows. The Turf Club, I'm hoping that's coming back. I know there was some damage done last summer, so it sounds like they're working on it, but looking forward to get indoors at some of venues. But
Yeah.
well, I'll take Icehouse. That's such a great place, and that'll be fun because I think you just said it too, but it is an outdoor show, right? Your show.
Look, we have been banking on that, but also been unclear. I feel like the shows they've been doing have been outdoors as far as everything I've seen. So honestly, we are unsure at this time, but I guess we've kind of just, from what we've witnessed through what they've been doing, it seems like outdoor. I was actually going to request that information. That's interesting you bring that up. I was thinking we don't know this, so there's the short of that. Do you know?
We're assuming that it's outdoor because the show we got asked to play like last fall or whatever was also outdoor. So I have a feeling that it's going to be outdoors, but also we don't know. We are not privy to that information.
We are not privy. Oh God. It'd be nice. We'd like to sit outside and play. I think that's kind of what we're banking on. But again, something we'll have to request. And like you said, getting back indoors, that will be something to get used to again. 6 feet indoors.
I know. I saw my parents for the first time in about like 8-9 months a couple weekends ago, and I went. They live nearby, but we've just kept our distance, and so I went inside masked, and I'm like, we're all vaccinated. I'm like, can I take it off? Is it okay to take it off? Are you sure?
Yeah.
What do we do? What's the protocol? What's happening?
I know.
Yeah.
Phoning the CDC. Hello, someone, please.
Dr. Fauci.
Please, yes. Yeah. Fauci.
Can I get a Fauci fact?
That's good. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Well, I'm glad you're able to connect. That is so meaningful. And like you said, kind of being like, can the mask come off now? It's getting something. I just feel like I just got comfortable with the mask on, actually. Like it took a whole year for me to, now I'm like, mask on. I'm like, mask on. Now it's like, no, mask off. So, okay. Getting used to that. I'll call the CDC. Don't worry. CDC.
You're on it. I love it. Thank you. You can just let me know what you hear.
Yes.
Very confusing.
Very confusing is right. Yeah. Someone get some facts out here. No, there are facts, but yeah, unmasks. We'll see. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So back to your upcoming show. What else? What's happening at the show? You have an extra couple musicians. The two of you are performing. What are we going to hear? Are we going to hear the new tracks?
The 2 new tracks that we put out, we're actually not going to play because they don't necessarily fit the vibe as well, we think.
As a duo featuring woodwind accompaniments.
So it's gonna be a more chilled out sort of vibe from us.
And brass. Also, brass accompaniments. Woodwinds
I don't think there are.
Woodwind
saxophone or woodwind?
No, but
is flute?
Woodwind would be like a clarinet or an oboe. Okay, I digress and I take it back. Anyways, featuring brass.
Yeah, so it's gonna be more of a moody sort of a vibey kind of a show. I
Relaxed.
think. We also play at like 6:30 p.m. So it's gonna be a sort of a early evening vibe.
Yeah, it'll be like a nice energetic dinner set is what I would say. And something we don't do a lot of, which is kind of fun for us to, I wouldn't say nothing about background music, but what I mean is 2 guitars and 2 brass players. It'll be softer. It'll be softer, and I think I don't know about less intense, but softer.
Yeah, and it'll be all new music that no one has heard and is not on the interwebs. So
not on the interwebs.
And some of the stuff, it'll be our first time performing it too. So
yeah,
it'll be exciting to just sort of
stretch back in.
Yeah.
Dive back in, launch out. Yep, all of it. Blast off. Blast off. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. We like to play guitar together. To be able to do that on stage for others and have them dial in and listen is, it's unreal. So I'm looking forward to featuring these brass players, as I keep saying. Andrew Tompton and Alex Brown of Purple Funk Metropolis are who will be accompanying us. And they are also featured on the recorded new music. We do have some different types of horns within the songs that we've recorded, so it will be nice to feature it live. And I think maybe something that will be subtly different will be, maybe more focus on the melodies and the lyrics, rather than like the overall. I think sometimes with our full band, there's just maybe even so much going on at times that who knows what you'll listen to. I think honing in on some of these songs, just lyrically and melodically, I think is going to be probably what's different about for the evening. Yeah.
Ooh, I like the sound of all of that. That sounds incredible.
Ooh, cool, good.
Also, I just realized that we're going to drop a new audio track on that day too. So
I'm so glad you remembered that.
Third single, a song called Dream Sick, will be available on the streaming platforms and whatnot on that day too. So we're sort of using the show as a promotional tool to also spread the word of more new music.
Yeah. Yes.
So that's kind of exciting.
It intersects with the show.
It
coincidentally did in a way that we thought would be a wonderful way to highlight the fact that we are releasing a song while also getting the chance to hype up the listeners for Kiss the Tiger for the evening with a short and sweet, impactful performance. So we'll see how that goes. We're gonna strike out. I always say that like a good thing, and Jeff loves to tell me it's not a good thing. I grew up watching baseball. I know. I still think it could be. I don't know.
Be a good thing. I just loved your enthusiasm for saying it like that. Like it's gonna be a strikeout. Like yes, you know what? Let's make it a positive thing.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes. Love it. Thank you. Thanks for supporting me on that.
Absolutely. I guess a strikeout could be good when you're the opposing team. When you strike someone out, that is when you get excited. So
yeah,
what I meant the whole time.
If you get a strikeout, not if you get struck out.
Who knows which way I meant it? I'd just like to say it's a strikeout or something. We struck out.
You struck out.
No,
That's what she says. You struck out. And
that would not
That's
work.
not a good thing.
Yeah.
That's an out.
And you're done. We benched you. Okay. Sports talk.
I know.
Yeah. Well, a little taste of us and you. A taste of you. That's good. Okay.
Oh, this is fun. Well, oh my gosh, that's so exciting. Brand new track being released the day of the show, which is Thursday, June 10th. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I can't believe June is almost here.
I can't believe either.
I do believe when this airs, it will be June. So we do. I sound like I have no clue what day it is, but actually that's not too far off from how I've been the past year. So that's right on track. It tracks.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah, June will be here, and hopefully we can all take some time to just set our screens down and enjoy the change of the seasons. Sincerely.
Absolutely. Well, awesome. So brand new music coming out, upcoming show. I feel like you've dropped a lot of awesome news here tonight. Anything else? It's okay
Well,
if there isn't, because that's a lot. That's a lot that's happening in your world.
I think to sum it up, if you are interested in what you're hearing, or if you want to further explore our space, we have our website, tabahsound.com, which is a place that we like to highlight. Just kind of a portal, you might say, and away from social media, which is something we kind of like to do as well, like something that's not necessarily a part of that void or culture. So yeah, you can find us just on a website, which is kind of nice and simple. We will be we've shared some music videos on YouTube, and we also have, I would like to just say, a Patreon that we call our Space Treon, and we curate these little Cosmobot necklaces for every member that logs on, and we hand make them. And I just wanted to say, if anyone is interested in logging on, we'll make you one, and you get a exclusive, like, kind of behind the scenes little sneak peeks into our society. Into our space. So I just want to share that, because I think sometimes we focus in on social media so much. So of course we're on social medias, but we're also trying to share bits of ourselves on our website or on Patreon that maybe have a little more who knows, personality. So anyways, thank you for asking, and thank you for having us today.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So excited to see the two of you, just to see the two of you and hear the new music and hear about this upcoming show. Congrats
Thank you.
on all of it. We've made it through the pandemic. We're making it through the pandemic. I know, like, we're 2021. Feels like we're getting to the other side of it. So happy that there's so much to celebrate.
Yeah.
You both. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for
Thank
having
you
us.
for having
Thank
us
you
so
so much,
much.
Krista. We love KFAI, and we're happy to be a part of this community and a part of having you tune in and have us on the show. Thank you.